Macabre beauty to Calder's stubborn rebellion. A warrior's code that few could really understand unless they were one of them. That innate need to give as good as he got, a refusal to surrender, no matter the odds or pain. Indeed, the harder the blow, the more determined the resolve. With my shield, or upon it. It was a warrior's code Thorn knew well, one he lived by himself, as he'd been raised up on it by his own merciless relatives. No damned demon kills me and lives. If he had to come back from hell itself for vengeance and satisfaction, he would have their throats as payment. Better to die on his feet with blood on his fists than on his knees with piss in his drawers. And he would go out choking on the flesh of his enemies, not on his own bile. Aye, he understood both of these demon-spawned men implicitly. They were like-minded beasts, even if they had once fought on opposite sides of a most bitter war for the world. Ironic that now they were allies. How the world changes. Resigning himself to this inevitable nightmare he was sure to regret, he met Bane's dark glower. "Is he to be your first mate, then?" Devil laughed out loud, a rare sound for him. Then he cut it short, as he realized that Thorn had been serious. "I'm insane. Rather suicidal most days, not stupid. Big difference, that." "Perhaps, but oft-times 'tis a fine line that divides the three." "I disagree. Takes a great deal of intelligence to run insanity and pull back from death before he takes you. You gotta know right where that line is at all times. Only the most observant and wisest among us can toe it in good measure, and dance its tune without losing the beat, or your head. Nay, they are not lovers, nor even close cousins. Rather, they are strangers, and should ever remain so, if you value your limbs at all." And Dew was always good at keeping himself intact, as well as his men and army. Of all the warlords, gods, and demons Thorn had battled over the centuries, none had been more skillful or cunning than the beast at his side. Had Dew's wife not cut his throat and slit his gullet, he'd have taken the world, and they'd all have been paying homage to this bastard's sword. Which was exactly what had brought them here today. Aye, he needed Devil's extreme form of fighting. To face madness, it took madness, evil to combat evil. And no one understood Vine's insanity or war plans better than Devil did. If the world was to be saved this go-round, their only hope lay in the hands of this demon and his band of... Thorn cringed at the thought of the Deadmen Bane had assembled to fight for the world and save it. May the gods help us all. This had disaster written all over it, and he was about to sign them all up for a front-row seat at the apocalypse. Relegated to his part in this disaster, Thorn gave him a curt nod. "Let me see for the bargain." Devil turned his attention back to the fight as Thorn left his side to negotiate for Calder's soul. The Mercian was badly dehydrated, no doubt part of his torture. As a mermaid, Calder needed water much more than a regular human or any other species did, and it appeared as if he'd been without any for weeks now. Point of fact, his skin was peeling back from his very bones, something that had to be excruciating. Yet it slowed him down? Not at all. Nothing ever had. And that was one of the things Devil respected most about the much younger warrior. He was a creature to be reckoned with and feared. "Captain." He glanced over his shoulder at the tiny, powerful West African shaman they'd picked up earlier. Her dark skin was flawless and made her amber eyes practically glow.